Well, hello there. In this video, we make a blacksmith's forge and shop for you to use in your own campaign. This is so that when your lovely adventurers visit any town or city and need to stock up on their adventuring gear, they have a place to visit and interact with. Instead of just creating a map with a forge in, and then a separate map with the shop to sell the goods, we decided to combine them into one, so it would be more realistic and efficient for the roleplay. Now, this location wouldn't be for your average blacksmith. We've made it so that it would be someone of immense skill, capable of creating all kinds of items. Maybe it's the location of the worldly famous blacksmith Jeff. Name can be changed, but there is nothing that Jeff can't make. Or maybe the location has more than one blacksmith who all have different abilities. It's a place they all work together to create a wide variety of items, from armour and weapons to spoons and small trinkets. We've created the building with a lot of items generated inside. The outside has been cobbled, so all the forging equipment can be placed out the back. You wouldn't want to do the forging inside. The smoke and the heat would be a nightmare. Customers would not want to stay long, and it would be a quick way to potentially burn down the shop. Windows are added to keep the fire alight. Tools of the trade are placed around, including on the walls. Anvils are placed for the metalwork. And even tiny ones are placed outside of the shop as post toppers, so people can be sure to know what the shop is. We then get started on the inside of the shop. A lot of this is picking items from the list and deciding where's the best place to put them. Since this is a blacksmith's, most of the items are metal based, or at least have metal pieces to finish them off. A staircase is added to lead to the sleeping area. This would be a one-stop shop in town. Make the equipment, sell the equipment, sleep above the equipment. Now, you see that knocker? That becomes a bit of a pain a bit later. Through no fault of its own, I will add. However, when we open the door, it stayed exactly where it is, in midair. But who knows, maybe we wanted a magical forged knocker people can hit their heads on. We make the outside of the shop look lovely with plants, and then add a lovely signpost that already has an anvil ready for us hanging from it. That way, shoppers can see the place from far away. We add in a wooden notice board. Depending on if you decide to have the shop in a village, town or city, you could use this for all kinds of reasons. If you wanted to have random encounters placed on top of it, players can then pick and choose what they like the sound of, and then go off on that adventure. If you don't want to have to come up with a bunch of your own encounters, well, we have you covered! We've made different videos with fleshed out encounters that you can simply take and put into your own game. I'll put some of the links in the description below, but be sure to check out the channel and make sure to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when each of our videos go live. Now that little plug is over, let's get back to the map. We take items that we know we'll want to use and place them in the middle of the map. We can then rearrange them later. We then make the shop counter. At first, we're not sure how big we want to make each of the sections. Do we make the part for the customers to be able to walk around in much bigger than where the blacksmith is? Or vice versa? We take the tables and place them behind the counter. We work out that this is the area where all the intricate work takes place, inside where it's dry and warm. It can work on finishing items and even detailing the armour or weapons once they've been made outside. We then finish the counter and place the items customers can look at in front of it. The weapons on display would be chained in place, so thieves or opportunists wouldn't be able to get very far with them. No shop is complete without a cash register. We do move it so it's behind the weapons for an added level of protection. I don't think this place is targeted for robbery often, but it's always good to take precautions. This map could be used as a point of interest, or POI for short. While you can always use theatre of the mind for roleplay, sometimes having a map is nice to be able to show players so that they have something to look at while discussing the shop. Are the players at a level where they're starting to get interested in more bespoke armour and weapons? Maybe once they know someone who's able to craft these items, you will soon see the requests come rolling in. Maybe in your campaign the players have come across an old shop that they can restore to its former glory. They could rebuild the walls, refurbish the internals, repair the forge, and organise materials to be shipped from the local mines for coal and ore. You could present this map at the end so they can see all of their hard work paid off. Maybe the players have a contact who works here who's asked for assistance for a day or so while they travel somewhere else to collect an item, or just that they're off sick. This would be a variety of skill checks to see if they could create items that could be sold in the shop for the blacksmith's absence. Do any of the players have skills that could be used here? You could coincide this with an adventure. Maybe the blacksmith leaving for a few days have reached the ears of some opportunists. The player's sleep is interrupted when robbers break in and make off with some expensive equipment. Will the criminals be surprised to find people here, and then this leads to a fight? Will the fight spill out onto the main street before the robbers are apprehended or get away? If a fight takes place, maybe some of the items in the shop could be used in its defense. If any of the opportunists get away, this could lead to further encounters where players need to track them down and reclaim the stolen goods. Were any items inside the shop broken or need repair? Will the players be able to get everything back to its original place so the blacksmith doesn't notice anything happened? Will they keep it a secret? In our campaign, we have a female blacksmith named after a member of our Twitch community. Our blacksmith's been involved in multiple different quest lines, and the party have come to trust her completely. We are also lucky that our blacksmith is also an enchanter, meaning we can customise our magical items slightly. We already have an improved weapon in the party. I've given a few examples about where the blacksmith is the good guy, but you could easily have a blacksmith who's corrupt. Maybe they're using tainted ore to make weapons, armour and equipment, and it's making people sick. Will the party be the ones to investigate this? Will they travel to the mine to see where the ore's coming from, to find the source of the taint? If they search the shop, they might be perceptive enough to spot the shop has its own desk, where books and records are kept up to date. What else could the books reveal? Are there other nefarious dealings going on? Could the blacksmith be a member of a secret cult? Maybe the shop has a lot of space so it can accommodate members for their meetings. Could the players stumble across a meeting? Or have gathered intel on when a secret meeting will be taking place? This gives them time to prepare and decide how they would investigate further. Would they try to infiltrate the meeting? Is it that everyone has their hoods up and a secret password is given at the door? Will they try to sneak in the building? It does have multiple points that they could try and get in from. If they get in, maybe they can try to overhear conversations from the staircase. Will the meetings supply information that lead to further encounters, or that implicate an innocent person about to take the blame for something they didn't do? Will the players start a fight here, or will they try to help the innocent person? Could this shop be a fence for stolen goods? If the blacksmith resharpens the blades of the weapons, or files down armour to remove previous maker's mark, they could then resell the items for a nice profit. They could do this with any item they acquire. Maybe the players had something go missing a few days ago, and then see it on sale in the shop. There are so many ways you could use this map. I'm sure as well as the suggestions I've provided, you've come up with some of your own. Let me know in the comments below how you would use this map. Now look at that lovely hammer, which belongs to Mac, who's the lovely community manager for Dungeon Alchemist. Wait, Aconite, why are you putting cake there? No. Mac, you wouldn't destroy my cake, would you? Would you? So there we have it. the finished blacksmith forge and shop. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe to make sure you are notified when our next video goes live. So until next time, may the dice be ever in your favour.